What's up, feeder country? We're out here today working on the Nitrous sled. Gonna get ready to fire her up soon. Today, though, first thing off the bat is we're gonna tackle this gas tank. I should have cleaned it out before I put this thing all back together. See if we all can see down in here. Okay, you can see the bottom a little bit. You see there's some specks down there, a little bit of dirt. Y'all can see that a little bit. What if I zoom in? Yeah, there you go. You can see some of that dirt and stuff down here. And I want to make sure that the filters on the end of the hose, the fuel pickup line, and check on the condition of the grommet down there. All right, I want to show you something I found. Evidence that someone's been in here before. You can see there on the end, it's like old RTV or something someone put on there. This thing must have been leaking at some point, and they tried to bring it back to life the cheap way. There's also a tear up here in the boot. This is the gunk I was talking about. Glad we're getting in here and fixing that. All right, so I was kind of scared that like this part down here was broken off, or that this hose was in really bad shape, because these things like to get weathered out. But this one's in really decent shape, all considering. And I was looking over the filter here and I thought it was good until I saw that. Yeah, it's got a little tear in the filter. So we'll have to replace that so we're not sucking any gunk into our fuel system. So I got the ignition here. This sled never came with a key. It'd be nice to get a key though for this, so I can put it in the premium fuel mode right there. Give me a little better performance. But this one's a C, you can tell here. You just gotta make sure you get a C key for this when you order the key from Polaris. And while we're over here cleaning out the fuel and everything, figured I'd pull the carbs off quick. And I'm just gonna pull the drains, drain the gas, clean out the jets, just look at it real quick, and then go from there. Oh, I'm glad too, I came over here because I forgot to set the torque stop. So I marked that, and we'll do that here in a little bit. I got the float bowl off here. I was impressed that there was no buildup or gunk from the gas. The gas is probably 6 months old in here. Come down here, look at the carbs. They're looking good too. I'm gonna pull all the jets, clean those out real quick, put it all back together. I thought I was gonna have to buy an ignition because I lost the key, or I thought I was gonna have to buy a key, excuse me, because I lost it. But over here in my parts sled, I've got a ignition with the key right here. So we're gonna put this one on the bottle feeder. Oh, it never ends with this old stuff. I'll tell you guys what. You can see here, wire came out of the connector. So we went ahead and prepped it all. We're gonna solder it back. Here's the end of the piece right there. Solder this back in and get it plugged back together. All right, changed my mind. That just was not gonna work. And luckily though, I got an extra wiring harness. So I pulled this piece off that was still good because the old wiring harness had a broken piece in here. So, well, this isn't wiring harness, but anyways. About to put this on, put this back in the machine. All routed back up, TPS is hooked up. Plugged in here to the ECU. Routed down, plugged all in. All right, on to the next. And what do we do with the airbox? Split the airbox real quick, cleaned it out. Pulled off the end of pulled off the spark plug boots. Cut the end of the wires, threaded these back on, and cleaned out the connection there. Just blew it out. So let's put this back in the machine. All right, the airbox is back on. When you're putting these on, you gotta really make sure this bottom part down there, it doesn't like to seal all the time, especially with these old carb boots or intake boots, whatever, airbox boots, whatever you wanna call those. Luckily, these are pretty good, so they slip right on. All right, so it's been a couple weeks and we're back. This part got sent to Honolulu and then all the way back here to the West Coast. But we finally got to our pickup and our filter. And we we got a new grommet too. So we're gonna put this back in the gas tank. All right, we got the seat. Well, we got the seat and the tank on. And now we're back over here. We just got the pistons put on, circlips in, everything's cleaned, oiled up. Now we're gonna move on, base gaskets and cylinders. Let's keep working. Well, we're moving right along. We got the cylinders on. We got the head torqued on. Now we're about to torque the cylinder base nuts. You wanna do the head first because that gets your cylinders aligned. On the Ski-Doos, you put on the Y-pipe, but on these you can't because you've got some nuts down here as well. All right, here we go. Motor's all buttoned up, back together. Got the exhaust on. Now I gotta fill the coolant. And we got oil in it. Oil's lines already been bled. Ooh, I gotta fix this real quick. And let's do the coolant, get some gas premix. Next shot should be firing this thing up. Well, here we are. We're filling her. The gas is going in. 50 to 1 ratio of petrol down the machine. Here we go. Cool. All right, we got the sled ready. We're gonna pour some gas down the cylinders so we can pull some fuel through the lines because there's no fuel in the line from when I did some work on it earlier. So let's do that real quick, and then we're gonna fire it up. The gas is already pre-mixed. Same stuff I put in the tank. Should fire off once and then die. Full choke. Kill switch. There we go. And we gotta do that again as it starts to pull gas through the system. Call this the NASCAR start. You can also blow with your mouth into the tank to pressurize the system. But on these older sleds, it's really hard to get your mouth on the tank. And the NASCAR trick works every time. She might run this time, it might die again. One more time, and she'll be pulling fuel on her own. What do you think, babe?
I think it's great.
First time watching one of these suckers get lit off, huh? She almost wanted to run there on her own. She was really thinking about it.
What's it taste like?
Gas. Not coolant. Which is what we want. You taught me the NASCAR trick?
Hmm?
One guess on who taught me the NASCAR trick.
Pro.
That's right. Taught me everything I know. Okay. Here we go. She should run under her own power this time if I was a betting man. Oh.
In a perfect world.
We're gonna pull it over a few times. There's probably a lot of gas down in the cylinders now. So we're gonna pull it over a bunch. Let air out. That should have worked the gas out. Put a little less this time. Okey-dokey.
Wanted to.
She wants to. Getting the gas through the system can be such a pain. Pull her over some more. Down the top here. How you doing? Are you staying warm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go just a kiss of gas on it. Oh, that's not quite enough. Oh, that was a little short. fires up. She's flowing coolant. Not anything more you can want. A couple more heat cycles and then it'll be time to break her in.